welcome all participants into this very specialized webinar on the business analytics sector, but focused on the pharmaceutical and the healthcare industry. Welcome you all over the weekend. I hope and pray everyone's family is fine, and please continue to wear mask and take all necessary precautions during these times. This is a very specialized webinar Cliniminds has organized to put the perspective about the business analytics industry, but more so with the focus on the pharmaceutical and healthcare industry. And what I understand from the majority of the participants are either from the pharma, life sciences, education, healthcare, or similar professions, the backgrounds. Hence, this is the webinar which is going to help you in understanding the role of the pharmaceutical business analytics, sector in today's healthcare industry. In order to discuss this, to set the platform, we have invited three eminent speakers from the industry. Mr. Dinesh Pandey, who is the Assistant Vice President of the Genpact, and he has been into the area of the business analytics domain for now 14 years plus, and has extensive experience into the all areas like competitive intelligence, forecasting, real world evidence, market analytics. The second speaker we have is Ms. Pratima Chaudhary. Pratima ji, she is the practice head of the competitive intelligence at Pharma East, which is the leading business analytics company focused in the pharmaceutical domain, and they do great work globally. And third, last but not least, our third speaker is Mr. Vivek Rathod, who is the Senior Manager Data and Analytics at the leading global consulting firm, Eversana Consulting. Vivek again comes with the extensive experience in the business analytics, data analytics, big data science, real world evidence, data strategy in this sector. The business analytics has become a very, very important area within the pharmaceutical industry. Today, all the global major decision making at the senior management level in the pharmaceutical or a healthcare industry is not done without consulting the pharma business analytics teams. Now, these teams play a very important role in the decision making process from the very beginning. Whether it is about the selection of the new molecule where companies should invest, ongoing growth strategy, if the molecule sales are not growing, the insurance and the payer strategies, you pick any area. Today, the business analytics teams play a most critical role into the pharmaceutical companies. So we would today have a discussion with our eminent panelists. But before we do that, I request one by one Mr. Pandey and Ms. Pratima and then Mr. Vivek to briefly introduce themselves, and then we will start the discussion.
Sure. So hello everyone. Thanks for all your time to join this webinar. So I'm Dinesh. I'm having around experience of 15 years now, and I'm a bachelor of pharmacist by degree, and then I've done MBA, and I have worked in sales and marketing. Then I came to in this domain of pharmaceutical business analytics, and right now I'm working as assistant vice president in Genpact and leading the pharmaceutical, life sciences, healthcare business analytics domain. So yeah, thanks. Let's discuss more when we carry on. Yeah, Pratima.
Hello everyone, I'm Pratima Chaudhary. I have around 15 years of experience in pharma consulting. I started my career with McLeod's Pharma as product executive, and then I moved to consulting business. Started my career with Pharma Analytics, which is now a part of IQVIA. And then I worked with Indigene Life Systems for around 6 years, and since last more than 6 years, I am associated with Pharma Ace Analytics here in Pune. So Nice to talk to you all. I see some of the hands are being raised, but please wait for some time because the forum will open for questions and answers later on. Thank
Hi
you.
all, this is Vivek. I have been working in pharma consulting field for last 14 years, and both Dinesh ji and Pratima were my seniors in pharma, wherein I got a chance to work with them. Overall, in my career, I have worked mostly on data and that to commercial analytics side. And real world is coming big ways in pharmaceutical side. Like everyone wants real world evidence. Like how do we use data which is collected at hospital side from the insurance players? How that data can be leveraged and how that can be used in decision making. And most of the pharma companies are looking at youngsters like you who are quite tech savvy and who are ready to work on data. So let's look into the webinar, upcoming webinar, and see how best this industry is and how attractive this course would make your profile.
Thank you, Vivek. Thank you so much. Thanks, Dinesh. Thanks, Pratima. Uh, I would like to set the ball in motion. Dinesh, starting with you, could you tell me the role of the business analytics in the pharmaceutical? We all hear about business analytics today in any industry, whether it's the telecom or the financial services, retail. You pick a sector, and today the business analytics is playing a very important role. So, what role does it play in the pharma and healthcare sector, Dinesh?
Right. So like every sector has their own business problems, right? So pharmaceutical and healthcare industry also have small business problems or maybe big business problems. So what consulting vertical or business analytics vertical, what tries to do, they tries to solve these problems by using various techniques, maybe competitive intelligence, forecasting, different techniques which try to solve their problem and provide them insights, right? Which they can use and they can move forward into the strategy, right? So they are very well known that what they have to do in the future for the strategy. And the industry is having a lot of data being generated, maybe sales data, marketing data, right? Health, patient level data. So they have data. So we from our side as a consultants or the business analysts try to provide, try to triangulate that data, do the analyze the data insight, and providing more and more insight so that they can be very proactive into their strategy. So it's all about solving their business problem by using various tools and techniques, which we will be learning in this course or going. Let me know what's your view into this.
Yeah, thank you.
Pratima.
I second your point that there are a lot of data, and to every business, like in every business, they need certain insights, or they need to solve each and everyday problems. And we, as pharma consulting, or you can say healthcare consulting firms, we support or we partner with our clients, which are core pharma companies, like manufacturing companies or corporate companies, pharma companies, and support them in their in solving their day-to-day business. So me being a CI person, you can say competitive intelligence person or market intelligence. So we support our clients in everyday day-to-day problem solving, like what their competitors are doing, which new competitors are coming into the market, what future will be in terms of competitive scenario. So all those aspects. Apart from that, there are multiple streams for every company. So suppose in terms of pharma, there is supply chain, there is other marketing, promotion, HR, and R&D, S&T, like science and technology. All those teams combining together, they need to solve their problems in day-to-day basis. And being a business consulting firms, we support in their all those problem solving.
Vivek.
Yeah. In terms of data science and data analytics, previously there was a saying that, okay, if you're on the field and you have a hunch, you take the decision and it works. But nowadays, everybody wants it to be backed by data. And even like after giving data, even a national level sales director or an AVP level person, when you show them data, hey, your product launch shouldn't be in line of therapy 2 for oncology, but do it in line of therapy 1, because over there is more patient pool, and this is what is shown in the data. So it's all revolves around data, and the decision making is around data.
Dinesh, give me one example of a typical decision, a problem which the client comes to you, with their problem.
So one of the like problem I'll say, right, like suppose there is a company based out of US, right, and they want to launch a product in Europe, right? So they are only US based company. So if they want to look, right, whether I should launch my product in suppose in Germany or not. So you have to analyze and tell them, right, whether you have to launch. So you have to see what is the market in Germany, right? How many patients are there, right? Who can afford your drug with respect to your price, right? What are the unmet needs, whether your product is fulfilling the unmet need of that therapy area in Germany or not. And then lots of analysis you have to do using tools and techniques. You have to use the sales data, marketing data, sales force data, health economics data, and finally you have to tell them, right, that whether you should go ahead and launch your product in Germany or not. Those types of insights they are looking into.
Thank you, Dinesh. One of the another sort of a point which comes on regular basis, India. What my understanding is, India is about today there are 100 about close to about 100 companies which are providing these solutions to the
Right.
global pharmaceutical industry, and there are about the industry size is close to about $14 billion,
Right.
and over 70,000 people are employed currently by the business analytics in the healthcare and pharmaceutical domain. So, what are the trends, the future trends in the outsourcing? What kind of outsourcing is increasing to India, or whether India will continue to be the destination for the outsourcing?
Right. So, there is a lot of cost pressure in US and European pharmaceutical industry. In the US, if you see, a lot of products are going to expire in the latest term, right? And then a lot of the economic burden of is around billion dollars in US. So companies are having like this pressure. So that's why they are coming more into analytics, so that they get real insights, right? How they can get more and more ROI, right, from their products, so that they get more and more profitable. So this industry is now going more forward, right? I'm saying that today we are having 100 companies right now, but every day I think every week a new company is being started in this area, because a lot of clients are seeing India as because we have a huge scientific pool, right? A lot of B Farms and from BSc, MSc. So, and they are very much talented to do these works with the right skills. So, this is really going to expand. And one more thing, right? Earlier, what was happening, right? From us, they were trying to do this business, right? To the partners. Now, they are coming. Now, Lily is in the Bangalore, Novartis is in the Hyderabad, right? Sanofi is in the Chennai to do all this business. So, I think in the next 10, 12 years, almost all the pharmaceutical companies will be having their offices in India for this business only.
Pratima, what trends you are seeing in your consulting domain?
So before talking about strength, I'll talk about the most common problems that we face across our clients. So the mainly we solve their business development and licensing issues, which is suppose for example, suppose there is a client, any big client, say AZ or Merck or any company, they want to license, or they want to acquire some other company which is not so big or has a very good uh, pipeline asset. So they want to understand whether they should go about and in-license the product or acquire the company or not. So all those valuation, which includes detailed competitive intelligence and detailed intelligence around regulatory, manufacturing, or the ownership of the product, or what are there in their patent and regulatory pipeline and product pipeline, all sorts of information. So this is the most key problem that we come across on a daily basis. Apart from there, that there are multiple other issues, starting from preclinical or before preclinical, like target identification to life cycle management kind of issues. Uh, Secondly, when you talk about the outsourcing thing, I second Dinesh point that there are like India has a huge potential. Firstly, because of our uh, smart people here, talented and very knowledgeable people we have in India. Secondly, I've seen that every year there are multiple companies opening, new startups are coming into this healthcare or pharma consulting business, and all are doing so well that we are like, when we send any SOW, or when we send any RFQ to our clients, there are more than 5 6 clients, uh, or you can say more than 5 6 vendors waiting for that particular work. So yes, it's
That's a good
highly
point.
potential. And obviously every year we see that we are facing a lot of issues in hiring candidates, because being a very highly potential or highly smart or highly knowledgeable candidates here, students here, very few know about this particular business. And that's why like all B farms, they think that they'll go into manufacturing plants, or maybe in pharma companies, actual pharma companies. But coming into business consulting, once they get into pharma companies, they know about our kind of business. But obviously that's little, sometimes it gets little late for them to switch the industry. So kudos to you, Kamal sir, because these things are now getting more and more known to normal students and normal people, so that we are getting good people in our companies.
Vivek, what sort of outsourcing trends you see in data science and the data analytics in the healthcare? So we hear a lot about the data science outsourcing in the lot of other sectors, but in the healthcare pharma, how do you see the data science healthcare analytics area?
Sure. Thanks for the question. And here I'll go with my own personal story. I had been working in marketing and sales consulting till the year 2015, and it was in automotive and manufacturing and other industries. In 2015, I decided to join ZS, and over there, I started working on data analytics. And after 1.5 years, things went slightly down south, and I started looking out for a job in pharma consulting because I loved the industry. And trust me, I couldn't get any job. Then around 2019, I decided, okay, now once again I need to move out. I moved out to Pharma. And then when I was leaving Pharma, I applied out because I thought, okay, I need to move on to some uh, in a different role because of different reasons. So that time, trust me, I had discussion with 5 different pharma companies, and this personal experience of one person shows that like pharma companies like ZS and IQVIA were a big names and were the dominant players in Indian market. And now I can list 5 7 different companies which have just started up, and they are requiring young talent who knows data science in pharma side. Like let's take example of companies like DQ, Tiger Analytics is there. Then recently Innovator was formed, and then we have SG Analytics is there. So like this, 4 5 new names have just popped up in the last 2 3 years. So this is showing like if there is a demand of outsourcing, that's why the supply has started, and that's why so many companies are forming in this sector. So yes, the outsourcing is there, and we have a lot of demand.
Okay, great. So, coming back to that, lot of jargon, Dinesh, Pratima, and Vivek. We talk about the sub departments within the analytics. We talk about the competitive intelligence, forecasting, health economics outcomes research, Salesforce analytics, data analytics. So, tell me more about perhaps the area where you specialize in.
Sure. So I'll start with the forecasting. I have been doing forecasting and competitive intelligence last for 13, 14 years. So forecasting is about, right, doing the forecast of a drug, right, in terms of number of patients, revenue units. After, supposing after 10 years, right, how much revenue my product will get, right? Until unless I don't know how much revenue I'll get from my product, I cannot make a strategy on the different spending, expenditures, supply chain. So that is a very important exercise, and every pharmaceutical company in US has a forecasting department, right, which have their own forecaster, which we works with us in closely in doing different exercise of forecasting. And forecasting not a single day exercise; it has a cycle of whole year. You do forecasting in January, You do forecasting in April, then you do a reforecasting in September, and then you do a final forecasting in December. Because everything is changing in the marketplace. Regulation is changing, epidemiology is changing, everything is changing. So forecasting is a process which is dynamic and it has its own cycle. And I'm telling you, right now Indian pharmaceutical companies don't have pharmaceutical department, but you see in the next 5 years they will be having their own pharmaceutical forecasting department, because they are now bringing some different types of projects, products which are really very named to different patients. So they have to see how many patients we have in India. So there will be a forecasting department in India in very later period. So I'm saying that so forecasting is this. There's a huge vertical. Uh, which has a huge demand in US and in India. And I'm saying that I've seen that working in pharma is Genpact, people do forecasting here for 3 4 years. Then they have a huge opportunity to move to US if they become a good forecaster, right? Companies like Eversana, Pharma is Genpact, they apply their H1B application and they sit in the US to offices of BMS, offices of Merck, and they do forecasting with their stakeholders. So huge potential department, and soonly it will come to India also, Indian pharma company.
Great. What happens in competitive intelligence, Pratima, where you are located? What do they do typically?
So, like Dinesh started with forecasting, but each and every question needs to be solved with competitive intelligence or intelligence first. Because whenever there is a problem, you need to understand what the problem is, and then you go into and search about how to address those problems and how to answer or solve those problems. So all those intelligence gathering and transforming into all those intelligence into insights or consulting like how to consult or how to solve clients business problem is a competitive intelligence or intelligence stream. So like when you are doing a forecast for any such product, you need to understand what the competitive intelligence market competitive intelligence area is, what competitors are coming into, or what events you will be applying to your forecast flow or forecast model. So all those intelligence gathering and transforming it into insights or analysis and consulting your client in solving all those problems is competitive intelligence or intelligence. So each and every business problem starts with competitive intelligence or
Great.
gathering intelligence.
Vivek, a question for you. In the data science, what do typically, the role, the job role, what happens in the data science? And the new area which is emerging is the healthcare economics and outcomes research within this domain. So what happens in these two areas?
Sure. So again, I'll go 2 decades back, wherein there was a era in Bollywood wherein we had movies with the name Dil. Hum Dil De Chuke Sanam, Dil To Pagal Hai, Dil Hai Ki Manta Nahi, and you take all of those. So all these were like different names and themes, but the common packaging in the movie was romance. So like that, HUOR, which is healthcare economics, then real world data, data analytics, data science. What is the common theme behind this? Is data and the decision making. So you will get tons and tons of data. So it's all big data, and not like somebody will just look at the numbers the way it shows in movies like Hrithik Roshan movie Super 30. He could in his mind look at the whiteboard and come up with solution. No, here you need skills like Python, you need Excel analytics skills, you need SQL skills, and then you need presentation skills which are in Tableau side. So once you can do this and understand the pharma side. So Kamalji, the main problem with today's pharma consulting or pharma business is that we are lacking people who know the domain. There are people like you take any last year engineering or any BPharm or graduate candidate's resume, you will see Python, you will see AI, artificial intelligence, you will see machine learning written. So everyone has the skills. What is that we look when we look at internship or we look at analysts is, do you understand pharma? Do you understand how this data is? Just to give you an example, if I am buying a car, I go to a car showroom, I'm the customer, the dealer is there who gives me the key. But in pharma, the difference is that a patient goes to the doctor. Doctor prescribes the medicine. The money which is paid is from an insurance company. The drug which is given is from a third party, which is a drug supplier or a pharma company who manufactures the drug. And many a times, even at the patient side, patient doesn't have a say which drug he's taking or not taking. So the healthcare economics and healthcare ecosystem is very complex. And that's why the data also become complex. So people who understand this domain very well will be very good in the market. Like for example, forecasting. I had worked in pharma commercial analytics for 3.5 years. When I joined Pharma Ace and I was working with Dinesh, I was like surprised to see forecasting is this complex in pharma. Goes with competitive intelligence. Like after moving out of Pharma Ace and starting in Eversana, I did a project on payer analytics, and for that we had to do competitive intelligence. And I was thinking I'm very strong in competitive intelligence because I was working in automotive consulting industry. But in pharma side, you just don't know what to look at the data. So all in all, I'm summarizing is that such courses which are here puts different perspective to the candidates. And I have personally seen from the last batch, there was this lady, Mega. She did a 9 months or 7 months of course, and now she's working in Eversana as an intern. And the first thing which our director looked at her resume and in the interview, he said that, hey, she knows pharma domain. Let's interview her first.
Thank you. I want to understand from the freshers' point of view, totally, that what are the job roles the freshers in the various areas uh, 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 will be there actually in the competitive intelligence or forecasting or HER or the data analytics. What are the freshers' roles there? Please hold on to your question. We will be coming towards the end, and we will be, answering every question in this.
Okay. So to start with, freshers play a great role in our industry, right? Right now, there is a huge gap between the degree and the skills, right? People we are hiring from different colleges or different students, so they come with a degree like maybe MBA Pharmaceutical Management or M.Pharm, E.Pharm, but they don't pursue that skills which actually are required for our industry. I mean, maybe Excel, advanced Excel, maybe little knowledge of competitive intelligence and forecasting. We are not saying that you should be a perfect forecaster when you join our companies, because uh, the business here is like everyone is has to be billable in this industry for the profitability. So you have to be on the floor from the first week, right? You have to do the some of the tasks, right? You'll be getting the hands-on training, the LMS trainings, everything you'll get in that company. But that when you start working, that doesn't go with you. So you have to come with basic knowledge of these things. What will be the of our course module, and fresher, and at starting you'll be given small tasks, right? Like do this competitive intelligence for this product, maybe do the analog analysis which is going into the forecast model. So small tasks will be given, which will be plugged into a bigger project, right? So 8 analysts working in a project, and then the work becomes a whole project, right? So freshers has a huge play role to play, but they have to come with the right skill mix, right? Which is a gap we are finding right now, and which we are trying to fill from these courses, right? What we are doing.
Right. Thank you. Thanks, Pratima. What kind of a fresher positions you foresee in your area?
So, I have some of the freshers. I lead competitive intelligence team, and whenever a fresher join my team, we go through certain training. But when there are MBA graduates which have done pharma management, some are BDS or MBBS also. Some are just marketing graduates. So, as I said earlier, that each and every business problem or business question that needs competitive intelligence or intelligence gathering and transforming into analysis and insights. So whenever any fresher joins my company or my team, they start with secondary research or competitive intelligence stream first, and then depending upon what their key area or where their interest lies, they move to different departments, different teams. But setting up a base or a very good start, they need to learn intelligence gathering and transforming into insights. I want to give an example first because in my team, lots of freshers join each and every year or in between years as well. So I have around 2-3 candidates or 2-3 students who have joined freshly from MBA institutes, and I have two of your students who have joined recently, and uh, we are like every day we when I talk with my peers, they are always saying that these two students are doing much better than other MBA graduates. So literally these kind of courses do help those students or those help those candidates, because they are easy, they like all these jargons or all these elements of CI or any other stream, even forecasting, it's easier for them to grasp, and even after small training or small amount of discussion, they grasp or they understand our business problem very easily. And obviously the output is very like timely deliverable is there, and then they don't just sit on the task, they are like they deliver their task or those things in very timely manner, and a very good output as well. So yeah, and if they have right skills, the freshers won't be freshers anymore after 2-3 months or maybe after 6 months. So yeah, uh, these type of understanding is very much needed in the freshers as well, because we have very timely deliverables, and certain some of the teams or certain team members are not available for hand holding. So yeah, we need skilled freshers as well.
Thank you. In data science, data analytics, Vivek, what happens in the hiring side? How's the fresher job market in this space?
Right. So, Kamalji, continuing to Pratima's point, freshers are not hired in this industry. If we get a resume of a B Farm or MBA or a BE who is just a fresher, generally it is chucked out. What is needed is, if you're a fresher, you need to have some extra skill set, like a data science course which is done, or a Python, like data science related tools like Python, SAS, R, or pharma industry. So a fresh college graduate is generally put last in the bucket. Preference is given to some certification program along with your degree. So that's the first entry point. And once the person enters, this is again going back to your point. Why do we have so many outsourcing happening to India? Because we have this huge demographic in terms of youngsters, graduates with good amount of certification programs, or the ones who can do well coding. That's why our IT industry and our services industries are working. So due to that huge demographic, the projects are profitable. Like, to give you an example, in ZS, when I was there, we had a team of 15 people, and I was the senior most over there. So I felt like in real world, I am 50 plus, and all these youngsters were below 30. So same way, going to the team dynamics, I was the one with 10 years experience, and the other 15 were less than 2 years experience. So the entire industry is working with people between the background, with the experience of 1 to 4 years or 0 to 4 years. So freshers or the graduates who understand the industry well are driving the skills, and the work which they do on a day-to-day level is pure data science most of the time. Like, you will have data, you will hypothesize something that, hey, this drug is supposed to be launched in line of therapy 2 and not line of therapy 1. So you analyze the data, form the hypothesis, you analyze it, and then come to a conclusion based on the data trend. So this is a data science related work. Second most important work is, there are reps in US or Europe or in India, and they need day-to-day tracking. Like in today's world, we are so used to understanding what is going on that if our Amazon parcel SMS doesn't come, that it is dispatched from Delhi, it has reached Mumbai, it is going to come to your house by 4 p.m., we get edgy. Hey, what's wrong with Amazon? So same way, reps want on a day-to-day level, what are the calls they are making to the doctor? How many sales have happened in that territory? What sort of promotional channel they should use? So this reports which come into Tableau or ClickSense or even PowerPoint or in Excel dashboards, are required. So the second set of role is into the reporting end. And the third set of role is more into coding. Like if you're a good SQL or R developer, you can actually do good coding and give this data for this Tableau in a more presentable format. So overall, the role is whatever you want. Like, in our olden times, we used to say that Kshatriya, Brahmin, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, you have all sort of options, and the people who like what they like to do, like somebody wants to go and fight a war, he can be termed as Kshatriya. So like that, somebody who wants to be in the front end, they can go and do rep training. Somebody who wants to do hardcore data science, they will be in the back end and do a lot of data science, data postmortem and data analysis work. So all sort of options are there as long as you're ready to take it up.
Thank you. So one of the most important things comes to, is there a long-term career in this sector today? I join as a business analyst, or I join as a data scientist. How do I grow in companies, Nesh?
Yeah, so we all three are examples of this, right? So we don't have to give, like, I joined as a pharmacist, right? I have a B Pharm degree. Vivek is a B Tech, right? And Pratima is a geology person, right? So we all have a different streams, but we all have a grown rate in 13, 14 years. But I'm saying in the future, the way freshers are going, they will not take much time what we have taken, right? What we have become, they will become in around 7, 8 years or 9 years, right? And the biggest opportunity, if someone wants to go to US and all, this is the only industry, right? Pharmaceutical, healthcare, analytics, which can send them very fast in 3, 4 years. So we are the examples. Okay,
Pratima.
Yes, Dinesh, like absolutely. And we all know that being in pharmaceutical sector, we know that this kind of industry is never going downwards. It will always go upwards. So obviously there is lots and lots of opportunity for everyone who is into this industry. And being into consulting, we know that every company faces lots and lots of problem every day. So obviously we have our like, we will be here always, like we will be bread under for many more years.
Thank you. I think we had a very sort of a interesting sort of a viewpoint. So thanks a lot for your. So what we will be doing now, we will sort of very quickly share some information here about the Cliniminds and the program which we are offering in this space, and we would like to sort of share the information about this particular program with all the participants, and we and we'll take the questions after that. So the program which Cliniminds is offering in this domain is the Advanced Pharmaceutical Business Analytics program with the data science specialization for the students who are from the IT and computer science. They can also do this program, and they can take the benefit with the data science module of this particular program. The program is common, but the students who are from the IT and computer science, they can do the specialization as in this area, and the students who are from the life sciences sector, they can always do the specialization in the areas like competitive intelligence and forecasting, or the health economics outcomes research. But I'm not able to share the screen. There seems to be some issue, and
try.
So the program covers what you have heard today, these experts from Mr. Dinesh and the Vivek and Pratima. The program is fairly extensive. It covers the core domain knowledge of the pharmaceutical industry, the healthcare markets in United States and Europe, the oncology market, which is one of the most important sort of a sector, subsectors within the pharmaceutical domain. Then there are extensive training modules in market research, competitive intelligence, forecasting, sales force effectiveness models, uh, data science modules, where we run the Python, R, the Tableau, and the other the extensive sort of a modules in the data science. The pro
I think there was some technical issue.
Yeah, he just dropped. He'll be back. Let me check. Just give me a minute.
Yeah.
Dear all attendees, please write a questions. We will happy to take answer. We will answer all these questions and all.
If you have any queries, you can write on the chat box. I'll start your mic in the end so you can also speak and ask your questions.
Dinesh, should we go ahead with the question answers?
So yeah,
He's joining. Mr. Kamal is joining.
okay.
I
So till the time he joins, come on to us.
I'm sorry. Yeah, yeah. So the program is the 6 months, the structured program where we train you on to the business analytics in the role of the CI, the forecasting, health economics outcomes research. We also do the extensive training on the data science using Python or Tableau. The program is run with the help of the real world data. Real world evidence is utilized actually in running this specialized training. The program is certified by the Government of India. It is certified by the Life Sciences Sector Skill Development Council under the Ministry of Skill Development. Program would be commencing on 6th of February, Sunday 6th of February, for the period of 6 months. Shortly, my colleagues will be sending you after this. We will be sending you the course information in detail. But we will start taking questions now. I think you should ask your questions. And so one question I'm reading in front of me, what are the opportunities for BDS without experience? Yes. So as I said earlier, and my colleagues said, you do not require experience. What you require is that you have a very good qualification and you just require this specialized training in the business analytics domain, and we will be able to place you into the entry-level job positions.
Kamal sir, I want to add on BDS question because I have lot many members in my team who have done BDS and they are doing exceptionally well because of their medical knowledge. We are kind of able to answer scientific problems of our clients, and it's a huge success in competitive intelligence as well as in forecasting.
Great. Vivek, could you read the questions from it? I'm not able to see the questions here.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah, please read out the questions.
So first question is from Manish. How is SAS being used in the pharma analytics is the
Uh,
certification
Vivek,
necessary?
we need SaaS generally? I think this you could answer this.
Yes. So SaaS was used, like as I said, there's a huge amount of data, and generally a data warehouse or data management system is used, or Amazon clouds are used to store the data. And now, if you have to pull this data and do some processing, you need some tool knowledge. So SAS was one, R is other, and now Python is widely used. So SAS, I'll say, is more or less becoming lesser and lesser in usage, and R and Python are widely being accepted. So those knowledge, like basic knowledge of R, SQL, or Python, is good to have. But in our courses, we do have introductory knowledge or a brief overview about this, and along with our case studies, you can learn further on your own.
Okay, Vinayak, more questions?
Yeah. Thank you, Vivek. So next question is, which stream or course is better to go with, medical coding or the analytics side?
Medical coding is a very, very basic sector. I think, unfortunately, the medical coding is the area with the limited career growth. Business analytics offers you long-term career growth opportunity. It's a more area of more interest. I mean, if you are depending upon what qualification you have, this is the area where there are growth opportunities. Unfortunately, medical coding has a very limited career options.
Thank you. Next is, can we get into pure data analyst role if I've learned and done projects on Excel, SQL, Tableau, Python?
Please
Definitely,
tell your
yes.
qualification simultaneously. Please tell the qualification of the person.
The name is Rahul. Rahul, if you can unmute and
He's informed.
Rahul, right.
Rahul is
Rahul,
M.Com.
Hello, sir. Yes, sir. I'm currently doing M.Pharm in Central University of Punjab this year, and I want to get into data science field, like the company like Novartis and GS. And I'm planning to start my working on my skill like Excel, SQL, Tableau, and Python kind of things.
So definitely this course will help you to get all the knowledge of, right. I'm telling you all, one of the unique proposition of this course is, right, we work with real data. Any of the course you do from Coursera, Upgrade, or anywhere, they will just give you a basic gyan on the thing, right. They don't have actually healthcare data, right. We have our right live healthcare data, right. We have blinded it, we have massaged it, and our workshops like done by Vivek or other trainers will help you to get understand what is healthcare data. Understand until unless you understand the healthcare data, what are the measures, what are the variables, you can't do anything by using R and Python. So yes, we have, and we do a lot of live workshops with live data, and this will
so
help you.
as I think the Vivek
Thank you,
sir
sir.
mentioned earlier, Rahul, Vivek sir mentioned earlier that just a plain knowledge about the R Python is of less use. How you will apply this knowledge in the healthcare specific data sets or the pharmaceutical problems or pharmaceutical data set? That's the most important, and that's what you're going to learn as a part of the program. Yeah. Karthik was asking question.
Good evening, sir. This is Karthik here. I done my M.Pharm and I had an executive MBA from Nasimonji in 2019. And currently, I'm doing the sales and business development in pharma sector itself. I have 3 questions to be answered.
Yes, go ahead.
In the course curriculum shared by Mr. Rajan, actually. So you have mentioned databases, including the private databases. So do we get access to that private data sets as well? Like I have seen in LinkedIn, companies are asking for GDD, MBA, IQVIA, Midas data sets and all. So
So all these data sets, answer to the first question, all these data sets you will be getting, right. We will not give you access to extract this data, but we have all these data sets in our repository, so it will be given you to work on your blinded data. Yeah.
okay. Yeah, and my second question will be like, since I am an experienced guy, so I have an almost 8 years experience in the pharma. Because I done my MPharm in 2013.
Mm-hmm.
Will I be if I take if I opt for this course, will it help me to switch my career to consulting?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So, like you have M.Com, you have been working into in this industry. So, this experience, we like. I'm not saying that it is irrelevant. This experience will be counted, and will be very well okay to enter this industry.
Okay, and last question. This is a weekend module, right? It will be conducted on Saturdays and Sundays.
Right, right.
So it will be recordings will be there because I am working for a 6 day week actually. So
Sure. So, Kamal sir can
Yeah,
explain to
yeah,
everyone how is the
I will
LMS system.
explain. So this is common information for all. The weekend sessions are live sessions with the expert trainers, but all the sessions are also recorded, and these recordings are made available through our learning management system. So for which all the students get access to this LMS platform, where there are presentations, notes, and these audio video recordings are made available.
okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Karthik.
We have a question. What are the opportunities for the BDS in this sector with no experience in the pharma industry?
So that's fine. Actually, the BDS, as Pratima also mentioned earlier, this is the great sector for the BDS actually. So BDS is a preferred, again, qualification for this particular sector. So if you don't have relevant experience, take up this program, get trained yourself, and then we will work towards the placements.
Thank you. Next is a scope of for a MPharm pharmaceutical fresher.
Again,
I think this is, you can't get a better sector than this.
yes, yeah. And then someone asked about the salaries in this industry. So salary, you start with a very decent salary, maybe around 5 lakh, 6 lakh, and that is not a constraint in this industry. Salary will follow your skills more and more. You get the skills, you go to good projects, you'll grow. And this industry is not a tenure-based industry. You can become a consultant in 6 months. You can become a AVP in 6 years, right? So salary follows your skills. Yeah. So this is industry is very dynamic, not a typical IT industry.
One is again there. Which sector is better, clinical SaaS programmer or a pharma business analyst?
Of course, pharma business. As programmer, you limit yourself into one domain, right? And
The
this,
clinical SaaS, I can share a little bit of experience. The clinical SaaS has got again the limited application as far as the clinical trials, submissions, or limited in the pharmaceutical sector area. But the application for the data today scientist or a business analyst in this particular sector is very vast application today.
Thank you. There's one question. Can we relate this course with informatics, genomics, and computational biology?
Vivek, can you answer?
Informatics is a very, very big word. Vivek sir, please. Yeah.
Yeah, but I agree with you, Kamal sir, that this course is more into the data side or more into the analysis of the business, while informatics, genomics, and computational biology are on the core side. Like if you are going into the pharma manufacturing industry, over there, my belief is that this will be more relevant and applicable.
Someone asked from the DIPSAR, right? I'm doing MBA from DIPSAR, so can I get into the consulting? Of course. So the person who asked, if you would have seen, right, your seniors have been campused by different companies like maybe Sunaj and Pact Pharma. So, but there were not of conversions for your placements, right? Because you people know the basics of the marketing and all, but the real skill mix which we were needing, it was not there. So this course will of course help you after doing MBA to get into this consulting area.
Someone asked about is it better to have an MBA degree after MPharm? So I would like to say that you have already spent your years in MPharm in masters. Don't waste another 2 years in MBA. Instead, go for this crash course, which will result in entering into business consulting.
There are more questions I'll quickly address, and there will be a job opportunity for work from home only. I think this is not the right question. I think you should be worried about the getting into the sector. Currently, a lot of companies may offer you the work from home. Who knows? In 6 months' time, world will be the normal again, and more and more people will be going back to offices. But I think the companies also have realized that there are certain positions where they can still optimize and get people work from home. But I think that's the question. Perhaps your future recruiter, once you join the sector, will be able to answer better. But currently, yes, currently companies do offer, but in future, who knows? Again, Karthik, what commercial data sets do we get to work from in this model? I think Dinesh has explained that we will be using certain data sets. Duration of the course is 6 months, weekend, Saturday, Sunday. There is a question by Dr. Vivek Verma. Is my question regarding the skills that we need to do this course. Vivek, the skills, what the discussion we had. You need to understand the healthcare systems, global healthcare systems. You need to have a deep knowledge of competitive intelligence, forecasting, health economics outcomes research, tools like Python, R, understanding the data analytics. So all these are the core skill sets which you require, and this program covers these, core skill sets, what you need for this program. There's a question about the salaries. Yes, salaries are fairly attractive in comparison to a lot of other sectors. As I'm a fresher pursuing my PD diploma in Big Data Analytics from CDAC, Pune, so just wanted to know what are the prerequisites you require for me to join your organizations. If you are doing a data analytics program, I'm not sure what you're learning related with the pharma sector. What you require is, want to work in the analytics domain in pharma sector, you must know the data sets, how it is applied in pharma. So you're learning, let's say, big data analytics from some institution. Ask them to teach you the various data sets from the pharma and the healthcare and health insurance space. One more question. I want to become a clinical research analyst. Now, clinical research analyst, there's nothing called clinical research analyst, actually. There's no such role. So you can be a data analyst, you can be a business analyst, you can be clinical research associate, you can be clinical research coordinator. If you want to work in the clinical research industry, then there is a different program we have where you want to learn the clinical trials and data management, pharmacovigilance, and move in the area of clinical research. There you have a lot of options into the various clinical research areas. So I've tried to answer, I think, a lot of questions we have tried to answer, but please, I'm still open for the questions.
There is a question: does a MBA or MPharm who has the better edge over in the
Both have the better.
Look, both have the better edge. Both are great. I mean, MPharm acquired the skill sets in analytics. MBA acquires the pharma business analytics set. Both will do well. And even if you're a B-Farm, you do the skilling in this industry, you can get into the entry-level job position as a B-Farm as well. So nothing stops you.
Hi, Kamal sir. Am I audible to you?
Yes, sir.
Hi, sir. Dr. Vivek Verma this side.
Hi, Dr. Yeah, Dr. Vivek.
Sir, my question was regarding the IT skills that we need because I'm a BS graduate, right?
Right.
And we don't have much exposure to the Excel and to the Python. That's it. So my
Right.
question was regarding the IT skill that we need to do this course, or this course will teach us that IT skills. So this is my question.
Yes, we will be covering. Yes, yeah, Dinesh, please go ahead.
Yeah, of course. We all like when we did not had any Excel skills, right? And so that's why this course is there, right? So do you people get prepared? We'll be giving you the basic Excel skills, advanced Excel skills, R, Python, Tableau, so whatever is required for coding. And these techniques are not very hard to wrap up, right? Like you are a BDS, so you can take opportunity of competitive intelligence, forecasting, or anything, right? So I don't think, because lots of BDS are working in this hardcore analytics, so I don't think it will be a challenge for you. You will be.
And Dr. Vivek, also you will not be becoming a data scientist kind of a role. So you require the skill set more from a analyst perspective. You require the skill set. Unless you want to become a data
No,
scientist, that's
no,
your choice.
I'm actually very much interested in your business analytics. So I'm also
Yeah. But you
planning
need
to
to
go
have
with
that
it. But
skill set, which we will train you. Don't worry about that part. We, as a part of the
the
course, we train into it.
the related queries regarding, like, I'm a BDS graduate from Government Dental College. I have passed that in 2019. So
Okay.
so because of the pandemic also, and because of the future scope and opportunities also, I'm switching to pharmacovigilance, or I was trying to go into pharmacovigilance or into the pharma industry, that I feel that has more scope and has more career. So regarding that, the first issue that I have been facing these days, that I've been applying for various companies, that the resume is not been selected because we are into the clinical jobs and it's a non-clinical job. So regarding that, I'm just worried that after doing this course, can we get at least recognition that our resume will be accepted and
Yeah,
will be
definitely,
get into it.
definitely. Yeah.
This
So that is the only query that I have.
this has been, Vivek, this has been our specialization to get the freshers into the job domain. So once we skill you, then it's our responsibility to take you for the interviews, write interviews, arrange interviews, prepare you for those job interviews. And I'm very confident you will get through into your first job through
And
us.
one last question, sir, from my side.
Yeah.
I'm actually was searching about the clinical research as, and also the pharmacovigilance, because I know about it, and we have also gone through some studies regarding the clinical trials and that also pharmacovigilance also. Then I came to know about, I talked to you yesterday also. Then I came to know about the business analyst course that you are actually providing. That's also a government certified course, and that is actually a good thing from my side. What can be the actual opportunities in both the dimensions, as well as clinical and pharmacovigilance and the business analysis?
If you take my professional, uh, for me, both programs are same. We both BDS, BPharm, MPharms, both all the other qualification people from the other life sciences, they come and do these programs. Now, when I need to see what is the return on your investment for your long-term career. Where you should grow. Today in clinical research and pharmacovigilance, BDS, excellent qualification, acceptable. But if I put you into the starting salary, let me just give you first basic comparison. My starting salary there, you'll get about, let's say, 3 lakhs is the starting. But in business analytics, four and a half, 5 lakh rupees is a fairly common to get a salary. So your starting itself is better. Long-term career growth is also better in terms of the option. Area is less crowded. Is that so? Area is less crowded also at this stage. So I think your long-term career opportunities are better in this space, analytics space.
Okay. And I just also read about on your site about the 3 month courses and 3 months, that is internship courses also.
No, this is the 6 months course where there's a built-in internship. Yeah.
Yes, 3 months, that is the study material, and 3 months that
6 months course. This is the 6 months course where there is a built-in internship for 6 months.
Okay. All right, sir. My query is done. Thank you.
Thank you. More questions, Vinayak?
What are the job opportunities in data analytics for MSc microbiology candidates?
Data analytics, yes. If you want to get into the data science domain, you can, but your better opportunities would be in the business analytics side, where you move into the competitive intelligence or forecasting, that area. But in case you want to pursue your career in data science and you think you have the basic good data science skills or basic computing skills are good, you can definitely move into the data science sector as well.
Thank you. We have question from Rucha. She is experienced in clinical data management.
Okay.
How my experience will help me to take my position in the business analytics area.
Okay. What is your qualification, Rucha?
Hi everyone.
Hi, Rucha. Would you like to explain your question, please?
Yes. Sir, I have completed my master's MSc and then I joined clinical research field. Now I have almost more than 3 years of experience in clinical research, clinical data management domain in clinical research field. So, if in case if I'm pursuing this course, how my clinical research knowledge will help into this, because even though I'm in clinical research field now, I don't know the programming and all. What we are doing is we are working on Excel, or we are analyzing the data, clinical data, on daily to daily basis.
So, Rucha, you have excellent qualification, you have an excellent experience, which can be utilized in this industry when you apply for the jobs. And I will request Dinesh to give a recruiter perspective on her experience. Dinesh?
Yeah, so as Kamal sir said that you have a very good experience on this, and so there will be no challenge. You are very welcome to industry in terms of job.
And your
I mean,
experience will be utilized. Your
Yeah,
experience will be utilized.
yeah.
okay, that is what I wanted to ask you, because
Experience is
will I,
useful. Yeah.
Yes.
okay, and will they consider this experience there, or they will consider me as a fresher?
No, you won't
Yeah.
be considered as fresher.
Yeah, and Rucha, I can further add on to what you're saying. See, when you are in an interview, like let's say you apply to some company, what we see that, okay, you have 3 years of experience, you're working in a pharma specific industry, you know the terms and terminologies, and along with that, now you have developed your skills related to data and analytics. So during the interview, your data analytics skills will be evaluated, and along with that, when the role is offered, we will see that you already have 3 years of corporate experience, and that too in the pharma side. So ideally, if it is me, we would take you more at an AC level, that is associate consultant level, rather than A, if you do good in interview. So that's the basic. Like if you're doing well in interview, wherein the requirements, let's say you're coming for business analyst role, you know data well, you can handle it in Excel very well. You have one of the skills regarding, let's say, SQL or Tableau side, then your past experience will be definitely much more welcome.
Okay, thank you so much.
If you don't have more questions, I would like to thank you all our, eminent presenters, Vivek, Dinesh, and Pratima. Yes, last question is this new course? No, this course has been running now. There are already 4 or 5 batches in place in industry. Thank you, Dinesh. Thank you, Pratima. Thank you, Vivek, for your, insights into this industry, into the various job role. And I think so. We will be in contact with shortly with all the participants of this workshop, and you can, in your inbox, in your message box, please write down your email messages as well. And we will still be, connected for a few more minutes. You can quickly put your email IDs in case your WhatsApp numbers. We'll be happy to share the information, more information shortly. Mohammed Ashab, you have raised your hand. Please speak. Rahul, Mohammed Ashab, you can speak again. You can unmute and speak.
Thank you, sir. Good evening, sir. Sir, I have completed bachelor's in pharmacy last year,
Mm-hmm.
and right now I am in first year MBA. So I am asking that should I go for this course right now or should I do it in the next year?
See, right
Do it.
now, yeah, do it right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Everything is now, now your college must be online, na? So why to waste the time? Do it, right?
Sir, I'm in first year. Just class has started a week
Yeah,
early.
I agree, but this is Saturday Sunday program. If you spend time, you'll save time after doing the MBA, right? It will be a additional thing for your thing when you go for the MBA placements, even our placements and even your regular placements also it will help. So I'll suggest you do now. That is the best thing. If I would have in your place in the first year, I would
Okay,
have
sir.
done this program because that time it was back now.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Hello, sir. Sir,
Yeah,
uh,
yes, Rahul.
yes, sir. As I am in M Form, and if my question is, sir, if I got placed in HEOR department, Health Economic Outcome Research, but my interest lies in competitive intelligence and forecasting, then will it be easy for me to switch, or I have to change the company?
See, I'm saying all these verticals are interdependent, right? Analytics includes everything. A business analyst can be 2 years for competitive intelligence, 2 years for HUR, 2 years for forecasting. So it's all interdependent. It's not like once you enter the competitive intelligence, you are a competitive intelligence analyst. No, it evolves, right? Whatever you want.
So you can switch anytime.
Yeah,
Okay,
anytime.
ma'am.
Hi,
Thank
sir.
you.
And actually, people switch all the time. Every 2-3 years, you become more experienced, and you can then switch into the other area. Yeah.
Hello. Hi, sir. Kamal, sir. One last question from my side.
Yeah, Vivek. Yeah, Vivek.
Sir, actually, I'm talking about the certification courses like business analyst, and it is valid to Delhi or Noida area, or it is also valid to Chandigarh and these areas also.
Our program is a national accreditation, so it's not a regional Delhi accreditation. It's a program and nationally accredited. Cliniminds, established in the year 2004, we are only perhaps the national institution in this space where the programs are offered nationally. Not only nationally, actually, today we are proud to say that 30% of the students in Cliniminds various programs are from various other countries also, and we are perhaps in the United States one of the largest trainers in pharmacovigilance domain today. So we today globally recognized through Accreditation Council for Clinical Research Education in US and India. We have a Government of India accreditation through Life Sciences Sector Skill Development Council. So it's a national program. So you're not restricted to Delhi or Chandigarh. It's a pan-India.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Sir, one last question from my side, sir. I want to ask.
Yes, please. Yes, Rahul,
Sir,
please feel free.
as I am more active on LinkedIn regarding the job opportunity and career in business consulting, what I am seeing in LinkedIn, sir, that the Novartis, GS, and IQVIA are big players in pharma consulting, whereas the big consulting company like McKinsey, BCG, Bain, and Deloitte, these companies have found that limited opportunity for our field. Is it why, sir?
No. Completely wrong. Do not depend your limited knowledge on the LinkedIn, because LinkedIn is not as seriously gives you the 360-degree view of the world. So I think this is where our expertise comes, and we will be able to expose you over 100. So we have a strong database of close to about 100 plus companies in this space. So the sector is much bigger than these 3 or 6 companies or 10 companies. Vivek sir, probably you will have views on this.
And Rahul, I believe you had asked this question on the chat that can I get placed in this 3 or 4 big consulting companies? So see, once you have the skill set and you have the experience and get into the first job, which is related to pharma consulting or let's say pharma analytics, and then over a period of next 20 years, trust me, each and every company will be ready to hire you if you have the right skill set. And the salaries are more or less same. Like you will have let's say a McKinsey, you're in McKinsey, you say I have salary of, let's say example of starting salary of 10 lakhs. Trust me, other companies also are giving almost the same salary. It's just that over there you are called as McKinsey, in other companies you may be any other list of companies you have. So LinkedIn is very specific. The searches post which you get, I write a lot on LinkedIn. So the recommendation or post you get are limited to the network which you are in, and accordingly they will give it to you.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
Also, Rahul,
Yes, sir.
advise I've been involved into this life sciences sector for about 30 years now, and as a core trainer and the recruiter and the placements looking into these issues. First of all, when the placement opportunities come, do not stick to that. I want only these three dream companies. I think that's not a good approach. I think once you get your feet in the door, even if a company which is not into these three dream companies, please get into the industry. So one of the mistakes people do always is to look for the dream company. And that's always a wrong approach when it comes to the job placement. So
Yes, sir. Sure, sir.
feet in the door, get your feet in the door. That's the most important. And the companies will follow you in future,
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Hello, sir. A very good evening, sir. Sir, I have a Excel certification courses from Coursera. So the Excel courses also help me to land a job in my dream companies in the business analytics, sir.
It's not about the Excel knowledge. Again, the same thing. I think we are back to square one with this discussion. It is about the core competence in pharma sector. How much in-depth understanding you have about the healthcare systems globally, US, Europe, how much you understand about the competitive intelligence, how much you understand the forecasting models. So all these things are the most important, the HEOR, how to apply, where will you use Excel actually, how to use Excel in processing the data actually for the client who is looking into the entering into the Germany market, what your Excel will do. Use that data. That's the most important, perhaps.
Okay, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. And sir,
Excel
one
is the
last more.
Excel is an ancillary tool. It's a supporting tool in your job. It's not a core skill set.
Okay, sir. So, as Vivek sir recently added about the sir Tableau, SQL, and Python. So, sir, in this course, you provide all these things, or we have to
We do. No, no,
do
no,
a.
no, no. We do. We cover. We all these things are as a part of the program.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. So thank you, everyone. Thank you. Thanks, Vivek sir. Thank you, Pratima. Thanks, Dinesh, for all your insights into this program. I'm thankful for your time over the weekend doing this. And I wish all the very best to every participant, and we'll be in contact. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dinesh sir. Thank you,
Thank you, sir.
Pratima ji. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thanks, Pratima.
All the very best, everyone. Bye.
If you guys can add your email IDs here, whoever is not added, they will be, or your WhatsApp numbers, will be sending you the information shortly.
Yeah.